Hello everyone, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin Up demonstrator in Australia. I hope you all had a beautiful weekend, and those of you that celebrated Mother's Day, I hope you were celebrated in the most beautiful way. I had a very busy weekend. Not all of my cards were delivered because plans changed from the cards I made last Saturday, Friday, whenever I was live over on YouTube making some cards. So if you haven't seen that, pop over to YouTube after this video, of course, and check out the cards I made, because I had 2 birthdays besides Mother's Day, 2 birthdays, but I haven't seen my mum for Mother's Day. We're going to celebrate that this weekend because she has arrived home today from a longish holiday, so she wasn't here, but that's okay. I still spoke to her. She's all happy. She had a wonderful time, so that's great. Hey Margine, I'm so glad you have found me. So today we will be making some cards, and also I have a big brown box here. So just down here, I've got a big box because I put in a second order. So this is all the scrapbook stuff that we were talking about last week. So I went in, bought some scrapbook stuff, and I will do some scrapbooking with you. And when I flip around, I will show you what I got. Now, after I show you what I got, I have a kit. Oh, it's not a kit, it's an ephemera pack that I have never used. So it's still in the annual catalogue, and it is the birthday treats ephemera pack. So this is a bit different to our normal mix and match ephemera packs because this has images, it has sentiments, and it has backgrounds. I think it may have some card bases. So this is like a complete ephemera pack that we can make some cards from scratch. It's like I don't need the sentiments, image, and then the card bases. So this is just one pack all in one, which I really like, but I never got around to playing with. So I thought we could play with that today and see what I come up with. It would have been really good for one of the cards I made on the weekend, but I'm very glad I made those cards. So Margine, would you like to see what I purchased? I might just flick ourselves around and get started. I've been busy this morning working on my paper shares. So I have printed out all the labels. I had some adulting and life admin stuff to do, so I got a bit waylaid. I would have liked to have done a few more things, but you know, housework. Hey Beryl, how are you? Just pushing a chair up the room because I put it right next to me, forgetting I have to walk up that end of the room to turn off the light. Okay, there we go. We are in there. I'm going to zoom in here. Oh. Yes, oh, that's very, very affirmative, Margine. I like that. Okay, that looks good. Now, let me see if I am coming through on my replay. Yes, I can see myself. That is wonderful. Great. I will leave you here. Get rid of the shadows and I'll be back in a sec. I'm bringing the chair back down. So a little bit longer than normal, so I make sure I don't fall over, which is a real possibility. Okay, so we are going to pop this aside for a second and we are going to do our unboxing. Now, this unboxing is courtesy of the new annual catalogue. So this went live to everyone last Tuesday. Hey Ida, so if you would like to see a full catalogue tour, I've got that over on my YouTube channel, and that happened last Tuesday. So there are a couple of videos that are more recent, but the catalogue tour is there, and if you can't find it, I do have my catalogue walkthroughs as a playlist. Okay, so the scrapbooking stuff is all from in here, and there was one thing I couldn't get and one thing I missed. So, oh my dear word, it's right next to me. Okay, move the annual catalogue out of the way. The one thing that I couldn't order at the time was my... Just going to hang up. Great. There we go, there we go. Oh, this one's empty. Why is this one empty? I swear. Why is this one empty? Where did I put them all? That is a very, very good question about where I put all my re-inkers. I have to look into that, but my re-inkers belong in this box. I'm going to put the cloud cover one in, and then later I'm going to work out. Hey Sharon, how are you? I'm going to work out where all my other ones are. I've got my... I'm going to have to work it out before Thursday, because my Thursday video is going to be the colour comparison, the in-colour comparison. So we're going to use markers. I'm going to make a cloud cover ink pad using the uninked Stampin' spots. So I will use that. Stamp on some cardstock, stamp on some basic white cardstock, and do a really good comparison, and you guys can tell me, oh, that ink looks like that color, and I can put them together, and we can kind of have a look from there. Okay, I'm very, very perplexed. Okay, what are the other things that I got? And one of those things just fell on the floor. So this is another ephemera pack that I just had to get. So this is Greetings for All Mix and Match ephemera pack. Now it is open at the top, and I do have something for it to go in. So me ripping this, I'm not worried. I do want to keep the label though. So these come in black on a white card base, and you get 2 sheets of each. So we've got 2 different designs. So that is the black printed on the white. Now the other one is black printed on white as well, but you get a black background rather than black words. Now these are different sentiments again. Okay, and we get 2 sheets of the black background with the white words. So we get 3 different word designs, and they are ready to pop out and put on any project. Hi Bev. So they are ready to go on any project, which is great, because sometimes you make a card and you don't put a sentiment on it because you go, I don't really have the stamp, or it depends on who I give it to. And this is like a really, really easy way to just quickly finish a card by grabbing that sentiment and popping it on. So I have these pouches that I just got from Officeworks, and these are beautifully protected in there. Now I will, if I can put this in the right way, I will definitely be adding the name of it on the front, but you guys don't need to see me cutting and gluing right now. Okay, so let's just pop that in there so I know what it's called. And then the other thing I got are the metallic textured rub-ons. Now, the rub-ons aren't textures or textured, both ways work, but they replicate textures. Good afternoon, Anne. How are you today? How is it in New Zealand? I don't know if I've got anyone here from Melbourne, but I heard a very interesting statistic this morning on the radio that now Melbourne is known to be very wet, and apparently this year Sydney has been wetter than Melbourne. So no wonder I feel like it's been raining for a decade, because there's rain every day this week. I woke up to it being very damp outside. The sun shines out now, but isn't that very interesting? Sydney's been wetter than Melbourne. So there you go. Crazy. So we do get multiple sheets. So we get two. So we've got all these textures, some leaves, wreath leaves, more textures, lots of splatters, which I like. And I definitely will show you how to use these rub-ons. Oh, that's just a holding sheet. So we've got gold and we've got silver, and they are in identical designs, but just let me check that they are in identical designs. So there is a backing sheet on this that you pull off, but I'm not going to do that yet. Yes, so you get both designs in gold and in silver, so equal opportunities, which is lovely. And I do have another one of these for these to stay safely in. I would love to put them in with my embellishments. Unfortunately, these are too wide for my embellishments. Actually, I do wonder, where is this? Is here. I do wonder if it would fit in sideways, because I've just always got my embellishments here. Okay, they don't fit in the pouch, but if I put them back in the plastic sleeve, they would fit in sideways. I'm going to have to ponder on how I store these, whether I forget about them or not. And I definitely don't want to forget about them, because they are gorgeous and a very easy way to add a little metallic pop to your projects. Okay, I have seen a couple of people use them, and they've done them in such a beautiful way. Now, my next thing is in a super huge box. So, this is the scrapbook album that I did buy. Oh my dear word. Is that taped, or is it just, it's just very firm, which is good. Oh, it got very cold out. Oh, wow. And, okay. So, the scrapbook is in this ginormous box, which is really just the size of the album. The album has cardboard on the inside. Now this is a box that you go, oh, do I throw it out? Because it's one of those boxes that's really sturdy, and you go, oh, surely I could use that for something. And actually, I may upgrade a box that I've already got and use this box instead. So I've got stuff in a pizza box, and I reckon it could go really well in this box. And not only could I fit more in, it's more sturdy. I'm sorry, does anyone else have this box issue? Okay, so this is the album. So it actually goes this way. I'm going to have to very carefully open it. There is a hole there, so that's helpful. Right. I'm hoping I can just use my finger because I don't want to ruin the album. So I did decide to get the D-ring album. When I have had albums before, I've either had a strap album or I have had D-ring albums. I'm not a huge fan of post-bound albums, so we sell the D-ring album or the post-bound album. And we do also have page protectors that work with those people that have strap style albums as well. So we've kind of catered for everyone, which is lovely. Okay, so this has come, oh, this feels beautiful. Now it's not super smooth, it's also not leather. Okay, and whoops, just trying to get my rubbish to stay in the bin. So the spine is just plain, so there is no hardware or anything on the spine, and you've just got, oh, it's like got a linen texture, the paper on the inside. So the D-rings were protected during shipping, which is great, into the recycling. And we have this whole box. Oh, the silica gel. They can just go in the bin, because I do have a little person at my house often and they're quite dangerous. And then we've got this other box that is open at one end. Oh, we do also have, don't know, the Stampin' Up logo. So definitely denotes that it is a Stampin' Up album. So those D-rings are actually quite easy to open. And these are the top load, what are they? Top load memory protectors value pack. So you get 25 page protectors here, and I am going to put them straight in the album, because I've also bought a scrapbook kit. So then when I have done those pages, I can put them directly in an album. Do I know where I'm storing this album? No, not yet, but that's okay. So, whoops, okay, and I'm hoping my hands are going to last card making today, because I've done a whole lot of housework this morning and my hands were a little shaky earlier. I was going to film a video and I decided against it because I would have been like really shaky. So I'm just popping these page protectors in. They're very slippery, they're very good quality, they are like super duper thick. I will I'll grab the last one when I'm putting them in, but they are really nice quality. They are not flimsy at all. Hey Leslie, how are you? So, oh, did I put, oh no, I've put a whole lot of them in upside down. That's okay, it doesn't matter, we can fix it as long as they have their home. I am happy with. Slippery little suckers. I want them all to line up and stay lined up. Oh my dear word. Okay, try that again. Hold it nice and tight. And we are all in except for the top one. That's okay, that can go in. Oh, just the bottom one. That kind of slid in all by itself. Okay, and then just this pile, and then I have the last one. And I will show you how sturdy it is. I might even grab an old scrapbook page and pop it in. It is a Stampin' Up scrapbook page. It's just got a whole lot of retired things and a very, very little baby Owen on it. I think it might have been some kind of Mother's Day one or something. Okay, I've just missed that bottom one again. Can we please just slide on? So these top loading page protectors, these are for both the postbound and the D-ring album, okay? So let me see if I can prise this open. I can. So, oh yes, that does feel very, very nice. So you've got a nice opening. I am actually going to be smart and put something in the opening. I may not. I'm kind of barricaded in. So, hello Robin, how are you? I may not put a scrapbook page in there, but it is nice and clear. I like that. I may even slide the catalogue in there for you, just so you can see how clear the pages are, because that's very important with your scrapbook things. So with our scrapbook pages. Okay, oh wow, that's beautiful and clear. You can't even tell it's in a page protector. That's fantastic. I love that. Now, I did promise I would buy some flip-flaps as well. 3. Close from the middle, always. Okay. So that is everything in here. Now, these are the flip-flaps. Now, I got both the 3x4 and the 4x6, okay? And basically, these are mini pockets that you can attach to your page protector. Or you can also attach them to your page, whichever you would prefer. And you've got the adhesive, so you can cover that up with a strip of paper or something like that. But you have an extra pocket. So you can add a photo or secret journaling or just some more. You can cover up a photo that's maybe a bit private, like a baby's birth or something like that. You can still scrapbook them, but someone who you don't need to see all of the photos, you can cover them up nicely for your own privacy. So yes, I bought those as well, loving those. And there is 1 or 2 other sizes as well, but I just went with 3x4 or 4x6, thinking let's just keep it simple. I think there might be some 3x3s off the top of my head. Okay, so the album is, oh sorry, I was just, go back there. The album is black. It is slightly textured, but it is beautiful quality and fits in those page protectors with plenty to spare. Okay, so there's a look at it down. Hopefully you can see that. It is a little big, being a 12x12 album. So you can see it's just finished beautifully on the edges. So I'm actually going to pop that back in the box. And I'm going to grab out the Memories in Bloom scrapbook kit. So we've got 3 projects, so 1, 2, 3 double-sided layouts, and it's telling us the size and the orientation of the photos that we need straight on the front page. So we need, for project 1, 1 3x4 portrait, 1 3x4 landscape, 2 4x4s, and 2 portrait 6x6s. So you can see that has, that one layout has a lot of photos on it, which is great. Some pages you just want to use a big photo, where others you want to use various photos that go together, or from an event or of a person. Oh my god, I actually opened that. So we get this booklet, so I think it's full color the whole way through. So there is a guide on how we should cut our paper. So it tells you which patterns and how we're cutting it. And of course there's going to be some left. And then the two-tone cardstock, how to do that, how we prepare for both pages, and where we orientate things. And then the assembly. And then prepare for, so we do all our cutting first, and then we can put it in project 1, 2, and 3. And then we've got this, and then the assembly, and the preparing for the final project, and then the assembly. So it's great full color instructions. I will quickly go through, if I can get back into this bag, because you know, these things are not my forte. Okay. Just trying to get this out without curling the corners of the paper. I have one edge out. I have 2 edges out. Oh no, one edge went back in. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. So I'll do a quick flick through of all of the things in here. So we get 2 of this. Love this one. 2 of that. And a lot of the papers are familiar. So we've only got 1 of this, but we have, and this is just single-sided, and we have 2 of this. Oh, loving that Lost Lagoon. So we have 2 of this, and this is single-sided, so not all of it is actually, not all of it is actually designer series paper. There is exclusive paper. So this is our 2-tone cardstock, and we've got the navy by the looks of it, or Secret Sea, Petunia Pop, and we have some pieces of White Willow by the looks of it. 2 pieces of White Willow. We have our sticker sheet. Oh my dear word. Oh dear. I will come back to those. Only 1 piece kamikaze, which was good. So we have our 12 by 12 sticker sheet. I'll just confirm this is, yes, that is a sticker sheet, and I think this one is a die cut sheet actually. Yes, this one is a die cut, and it tells you on the back what project each piece goes with. That's fantastic. I love this. It is really scrapbooking made easy. Now, this is the great thing. So if you haven't got the photos or not sure what you'd like to use a page for, we have all of these photo holders. So we have 1 for each photo, and you can use the photo holder and just tack it on until you add your own photos. Or you could make this as a gift, and then the person can have their own photos added. But you've put the placeholders there, and they know exactly what size they need to be made for. So that's pretty awesome actually. I am going to attempt to get all of this back in the Ziploc bag. So we've got it all corralled together and ready to use very, very soon in a video. Okay, so I've got half of it in. It's not going to look, oh yeah, it might look pretty. These two though need to be flipped over. There we go. So I've got all my pretty paper. I'm going to add all of my photo placeholders and the instructions. And then if you want more things on there, we can just use our flip flaps to add more. Okay, let's see how this goes. Woohoo! It all fitted back in. That's awesome. So does anyone have any questions about all of these things? I'm just going to put the flip flaps in here for the moment because I would hate to lose them. Does anyone have any questions about anything that I ordered while it is all still pretty much close at hand? And put that there, but still only just behind me, so you're totally fine. Now everything is in the annual catalogue, and I do have a shop link in the description if you're in Australia and would like to purchase it off me. Okay, so this is, and I'm actually going to show you where it is in the catalogue because it's pretty close to the front. So we have the mix and match. So this starts on page 24. So I showed you the greetings for all, and we get the 3 different sentiments. We have 2 new ones, good times, time for celebration, some new tags and card bases. I haven't got those. And we have some returning favorites. And one of those is the birthday treats kit, which is one I am about to show you. Okay, so let's open it up. I have at least opened the kit. I just haven't done anything with it. So I just put it in these plastic sleeves that I get from the office supply store. If you're in Australia, Officeworks is where I get it. So we have these like backgrounds or masks. It depends on which way you can use it, as a mask, or you can just stick it on a project. I used the workshop kits when Close to My Heart was going, and you love them. And I'm assuming, and that the Stampin' Up kits are extremely similar to what the Close to My Heart kits were. So I'll wait for an answer on that one. So we've got the pretty circles and the diamonds. So you get 2 of each, which is great. And we've got some black and white images that we can colour in. We've got 2 different cakes. So we've got, and cupcakes, which is great. We've got some frames and some happy birthday, celebrate, and happy day. And we have 2 sheets of those. So as I said, besides an actual card base, we have a background, a focal point, and sentiments all ready to rock and roll. Thank you for that confirmation, Anne. That's great to know. So I don't know what to use. I don't know whether to use cake or cupcakes. So please tell me what you think we should use. And I'm thinking I want to use one of these as a mask. So I want to keep one to use, but I want to use one as a mask. So I think I might grab down a basic white card base that I can use. There we go. So because I don't have any of the coordinating card bases, I will just use one that I have here. So please tell me, cake or cupcakes? Cupcakes, pink cake. Oh, I think we need a decider, or I go with what Anne said because she was first in the comments. So Anne said pink cake, Margine says cupcakes. Okay, so because I did the unboxing, I think I am only going to do one card today, okay? But that can show you how very, very simple our card is going to be. Okay, 2-to-1 cakes. Oh no, 2 all. Oh, you guys. Does it tell me what colors are in here? Let's have a look. It does. And this is Bubble Bath. And we've got Balmy Blue, or we've got Pretty in Pink as well. Bum, 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 bum. Right. I'm just wondering what color I would like in the background. I am thinking of maybe going really light with pecan pie. Now let's see if I can actually do a light hand. Like, you know, everyone can laugh at that because that is perennially very hard. Hey Margie, okay, I've got more cakes than cupcakes and I've got 2 pink cakes. So we're going with the pink cake, which works with my pecan pie background. Okay, yes, these are the ones I want. So these are like my more neutral coloured blending brushes. And I want, it doesn't matter, they're both fairly dark with the brown, but that's okay. And I just want my paper towel, and I just want to see how dark this is, and kind of gives it a bit of a fluff as well. So I just want to see, there is the tiniest tinge of brown, but I've also fluffed up all the brushes by doing that. So thank you girls for your feedback of what you would like me to use. Always appreciated. Now I just need a scrap. No, I don't need a scrap piece of paper because I'm working on my glass mat. Okay, so open my pecan pie. I actually think we can go over just a bit. Just trying to orientate myself to where we're actually crafting. And I just want to come up a little bit, I think. And just down a titch. Or maybe down more than a titch. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm just going to leave it there. So our pink mask is going to go brown. I do not make any apologies for that because it may actually turn out looking really good being two-toned, and then I can use it on a project anyway. So I've loaded up with some ink. I'm holding this down with my hands. You can tape it to the project if you'd like. And I'm going in with a light hand from the corner. Okay, so I just want to create the pattern without it being too heavy. So you can see there, that looks really great. I would like to bring it in a little bit more. So just from this pack we can use some techniques as well. Let's there we go. I'm not going to load up anymore. I'm just going to just soften it out because it was in quite a line and I didn't want it to be in a line. So you can see there it's a bit more organic And yes, that looks great. I do want to do a little bit on the bottom as well. Okay, so that looks great. I am going to pick up some of this ink that I've got here, and once again, go light. We don't want to go too heavy at all. Now, how are we looking there? That looks great. I'm actually really happy with that. I didn't want it everywhere. I just wanted it to have a pattern. And that's created a beautiful background just on a plain white piece. Now, could I then put a piece on top of that? Yeah, I could. Is it too busy? For me, yes, it's a bit too busy, but there's nothing saying you can't put even the matching pattern on the top, although the matching pattern does compete with the pattern underneath, which is why I just wanted to use it as a mask. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of this ink. So I've just used some plain water there and just wiping it up with a microfiber cloth. Great, there is a mark over there. Kind of clean my whole glass mat while I'm here. Okay, now pretty much majority went cake, and then we got more specific with some pink cakes. So I'm going to choose the pink cake, which I think is gorgeous. That's lovely. Definitely going to have it on, sorry, I just want to open this. I'm definitely going to have it on dimensionals. I don't know. Do I want to, I don't know that I want to add balloons, but because these aren't, because the cake isn't outlined in black, I just kind of wanted to see if I can pull this out. My word, I don't want to break it. There we go. So just grabbing a banner. Don't know. Got to work out the sentiment next. And then I can have a play. I'm not sure I want to add the yellow frame. Happy day or happy birthday. I kind of like the shape and the piercing detail of the happy birthday. So 3 elements may be too much, maybe. Do you know what, at this rate, because this card I think is going to end up so simple, I may do a cupcake card. Do we think just the 2 elements with the background? Because I think that's looking really nice. Nice and simple. We know it's a cake. It's nicely decorated with some greenery. Do I want this up the top though? I think I kind of like it up the top rather than at the bottom. And of course, we're going to have some embellishments because I do have some beautiful pink embellishments in my stash. So we haven't added too much. We've added a bit of technique with that blending with the background, using it as a mask. So we've done a little bit of that. And just using the die cuts that are already there. Thanks, Anne. I'm glad you like it. Great. That will do quite nicely. Pick off the backs. and ta-da. There we go. So I'm thinking this just here, so it's connecting both areas of our blending, because that's kind of the whole reason. Yep, that's pretty straight. I'm happy with that. Couple of dimensionals on this. I could blend the background in pink, but I think that might be too much pink. Could edge it in pink, but I think I'm just going to keep it as it is, and we kind of leave it there, because of course there are candles as well. There's lots we can use out of this kit. Okay, that's that. And I think I have to do a cupcake card. It's kind of calling me. Yeah. Oh, didn't come off. Okay. Now, I kind of want it interacting with the cake there. Just a little bit. So I'm just going to use my T-square because it's so simple. I want to make sure I've got everything pretty much straight. So now we're going to go some embellishments. See what we have. I know you guys look at these every time and you're probably yelling out, Ellen, use these. No. Oh, they're kind of the wrong hue. Do you have some pretty and pink sparkles, which I think goes very well with the cake, and it just brings in that different texture. No, because they are strawberry slush and pretty and pink, but I think this one tonally is a little bit better, or some really nice celebratory druzy dots. So we could go pink or we could go gold, or I think the champagne might work really nicely with this. A real reason to use some bling. I think, no, they're a bit too fluoro for what we're doing. Okay. I think I'm going to go with these champagne ones, because then we're kind of bringing in that brown from the background. And I think that will look really, really good. Okay, so I want to start with a little one. So I start with a little one here, then a larger one. I swear I just tucked that in there, and then it decided to follow me. And this one out here, and then this one here, and then I need to balance the bottom. Kind of put one just there, and then one here. I think that balances everything out really nicely. So I'm just going to make sure this is burnished, because I did open it. Oops. Okay. So ideally I could have put everything down a little bit, but that is just the way this card turned out. So I think that's a bit cute. And we could add Winker Stella to the icing just to make it pop more as well. So that's card 1. Let's work out what we want to do here. So I'm kind of sticking with, what did we say the yellow was? Just going over here. It does say Daffodil Delight, but the darkest is Daffodil Delight. Having a ponder here, whether I grab some lemon lolly for something a bit different, a bit bright and fun. And I was actually thinking a portrait styled card, so we could do that, which is kind of what I'm thinking. But actually, I think it works. Tell me what you think while I make this into a card base. So I want to do something fun and bright and happy. Okay, score in half, and then that is already the correct width, so that's good. Now, Leslie, were you talking about the card or the new card layout? Because, I mean, both sentiments work. Okay. Now, it's not very often I go for a card base first. Everyone please mark today in the calendar about what I just did. Because very rare occurrence. I don't think I want to use a... I was kind of thinking that might work, but it might not. So maybe I go... I don't know that the addition of blue is going to be helpful. Neither with the addition of the mossy meadow either. Because this is blueberry bushel. The card. Cool. Thanks, girls. I'm glad you like it. Although, on screen, the blue doesn't look too bad. I've got a happy birthday out just in case. Okay, so I do want to grab one of each colour. A pink and a caramel or a coffee. Can't decide which one it is. I'll kind of need... Where did that go? Ah, it's here on the back. Hasn't quite disengaged. Kind of need the pink in the middle, I think. Kind of need it sitting on something. Like they're floating there. Just don't know that the happy day works colour-wise. Or... we've got the Celebrate here, like them sitting on the Celebrate design-wise will work really, really well. I'm just not sure. Obviously, that is like really rough and something's definitely missing. Okay. If, just if I did this, I could pop these on top of this. I suppose the green doesn't look too bad, does it? And then these have a logical place to sit. Like they've got a shelf. What do we think of this? I'm just going to grab a drink of water and you can tell me what you think. Just something different. I think the yellow might be putting me off though. I think it's a good try, but I'm not quite sure it's like totally working. I'm even a little bit tempted to grab a crumb cake background. This is what you were thinking. Certainly stands out more on the crumb cake background. Or I can do basic white again. Because I'm quite happy with the placement. I just can't decide the actual base colour that I would like. Okay, you've seen all of them. I am going to, even if I cut a card base here, it doesn't matter, as I know there is a bit of a lag, so I will get on and do these things. And then you guys can just get back to me. So I never asked, does anyone actually have this kit? Crumb cake layer with a white base. Oh, Margine. That sounds like a great idea because it does add that layering and it does just add that, like, another layer just bulks up a card and makes it look extra special. Okay, pop this back for future Ellen. She will thank right now Ellen quite a bit if I can actually pop it in the sleeve. Now, is this 10.5? It is, but doesn't matter. It's just a piece of paper. Oh, it's already scored. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Do I have large enough pieces? Nope. So if I am doing a matte, I kind of want to do a matte that matches the die cut. So I'm going to cut that in inches rather than cutting it to match the card base, if that makes any sense at all. So I'm just going to grab one. I can just stay there. I just need to do some sleuth measuring here. Okay. I love your girls' ideas. So that is 3.5. So if I do 3 3/4. I kind of thought about doing a full 1/2 inch, but I think it might just look odd if I do that. And then, where am I? Try the up the top measurement. So that's 5. So I just want to do 5 1/4. Crumb cake. Okay, Eda. Oh, 5 1/4. Right there. So I'm going to see which I like best, whether I like the white, but because there's white in the card, I don't think that will look bad at all. Okay, so crumb cake layer, which is fine. We've just got more space left and right, which isn't a bad thing. With the white, I know everything just moved. I actually don't like the white layer, sorry Margie. I'm going to overrule and go just because these are different sizes. So they're not, these are American or sized for US card bases, not A4. I just have to go with what looks less jarring to the eye. I swear I said that had a, I swore that already had a score in there, but it does not. Okay. There we go, it has a score now. Because we are cutting, oh no, we're not cutting, rather we are folding against the grain. Bless you. Sorry, sneezing happening. Yeah, thank you, Lila. Okay, keep it simple. We can add some white embellishments and bring that white out in a different way. Like, I know it needs a bit more white. Oh, thanks, Bev. Oh, no, oh, did I? No, it doesn't matter. It's here. Oh, so this is the wrong size. Oh, my dear word. That was way too late, Margie, but you're all good. You're all good. It's all fine. It'll all get used in the end. Right. I'm glad someone's keeping up with where I'm putting things, because I am certainly not. Bev is a huge lover of crumb cake, so I can see she's very happy there. I even get a party blower, and it is a celebrate card, so you know, party blower is quite appropriate. Okay, now how are we going to pop this on the card? With as little glue as possible is the answer. So, word, is this blocked? Maybe. Haven't had to unblock one in a while. Yep, there we go. Just a little bit in the top. There we go. Just pull this off. I think that's just going to stay there. No one needs to see me battle with that. So going all 4 corners, then in the middle, and I don't think I'll actually need any glue in the middle because we'll be using dimensionals and it will go through the open areas of our diamonds. Okay, so trying to place it down where we would like it to start with is going to be helpful, and that's pretty much right on. Could it go in a different spot? Yeah, it could. And twist. There we go. I do have a little bit of extra glue there. I can definitely use my glue eraser to get that off. Oh yay, my towels are dry. My dryer's singing to me, or really just beeping at me, but I'd like to think it's singing. I haven't got a singing washing machine or dryer, but now I have clean towels, which is wonderful because Tuesday is always towel cleaning day. Well, and Friday as well. Okay, so the next thing is putting down our sentiments, so then we have a place and somewhere to orientate our cupcakes to. Now, I think I definitely want to add some Winker Stella on these cupcakes because I think that will be like super cute. I'm just going to put one in the middle for good luck because this isn't our normal cardstock, so it is slightly thinner and it doesn't really want to come off. There we go. Thank you for obeying. So it is slightly thinner, so I just like to give it a bit more support. Okay. Now we can use our diamonds to prop this. Okay, so I've got that. So I've got one full diamond here and one full diamond there. So I've got that and that, so that's pretty much centered. I will pop that there. Then I'm just going to pretty much use one dimensional on each of these, and then I think I might don't know if I want to use white or our Pretty in Pink, because the Pretty in Pink are the shimmer dots. So I think they would look really pretty with the Winker Stella I want to use. Poison so I don't cut myself. Okay. Right. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do the two end ones first. I don't know what backings I'm taking off, so I'll take all three of them off and just wing it. Please don't stick to my finger. Right. Okay. No. Pink in the middle. Okay, pink in the middle can go on there. Okay, so we're just going to put these either side. So a little bit up and away, but not too disconnected. And the lemon. So is this coffee or chocolate? This will be a real tell of who loves chocolate more than coffee. It's not like... Okay. I think that's pretty even. that's fairly, maybe not. Okay, that's pretty good. Wink of Stella, where are you hiding? Right there, in my pens. Okay, so Wink of Stella, the frosting. Once again, I think I've put it a little higher, but that's okay. So I'm not squeezing this at all. There is like plenty of Wink of Stella coming out. Am I going to do 2 layers? Why, yes, I am. Because shimmer is really pretty. And let's see how the pretty and pink shimmer gems work for this. So they're not going to be like out there, but they are going to be there. So I'm just thinking of putting a little cluster down here, which I think will even our little orientation faux pas out. So yeah, so they do blend in perfectly with this background, but they bring the shimmer, so they're definitely happy. They're playing really happily with the shimmer that's already there. So it's there, but it's not in your face. So that is my second card. So we've done a mini unboxing and having a look at lots of the scrapbooking products that I have bought. I bought the album, the page protectors, some flip-flaps, and a kit. So yeah, hopefully you like that second card. I think just going with the one colour worked really well for this, and I'm surprised the Mossy Meadow worked so well. I did doubt myself a little bit, but that's okay. And this is our first card with the pink cake, and I have used the one of these pieces, the other pattern, as a mask with a blending brush to get a different background. So we've gone with the neutral background for both cards, and I did add in the druzy, so we went with the champagne of the druzy embellishments, and I've used the in color shimmer gems. All the elements do come from, sorry, I've got crap everywhere. The birthday treats mix and match ephemera pack. So this had the backgrounds, the images, and the sentiments all in one ephemera pack. So this would be something you could buy a pack of note cards or our mix and match cards and gift it to someone, and then they can make their own birthday cards or celebration cards as well. So yeah, 2 totally different looks. Absolutely, Bev. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be doing my color comparison video over on YouTube on Thursday of the in colors when I can find those ink refills. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You can buy these products in my online store, which is linked in the description box, or you can look me up on Google, and I'm fairly easy to find. So have a wonderful couple of days, and I shall see you all on Thursday. Bye.